Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our third edition of New Moon Conscious Voice Sound Healing with the wonderful and wise Natalie Matos. She's a wonderful healer and dear friend of mine, and I'm always so happy to host her. And tonight's a very special night here in India. We've just celebrated Diwali. It's the new moon, as you all know, and today is Kali Puja. We're celebrating one of the most powerful goddesses of all the reincarnations of Durga. And she is here in spirit through all of us who have also come. Thank you for showing up for yourselves and taking the time to be here. I'd like to welcome Natalie. Thank you for joining us again.
It's lovely to be here, Rohini, and thank you. It's always so wonderful to share this space with you. And it's very, very lovely to see all of you coming in. And just as I was playing there, it was obviously you were in the waiting room, and I just had this really lovely vision of a I suppose it's like a vessel being made for us. And then you all kind of came and entered, and Spirit was there with us, and it just felt really, really beautiful. So thank you, everybody. So for any of you that this is your first time of joining, just to give you a few little instructions, if you can, try and be listening through speakers or headphones, just because you get a better clarity of sound. This is a space where you get to lie down, you get to relax, you get to give to yourself, you get to just really be in a space that's all about you. So if possible, try and be in a space where you'll be uninterrupted, low lighting, something where you'll be very, very comfortable. And the idea is that you just close your eyes and allow yourself to drift off and let the energies take you. So, new moon, I'm sure many of you are aware that new moon is the time for deep inward reflection, the time of the feminine, the time of being. And this particular new moon, it's new moon in Scorpio, which is a time for us to really delve into the depths. And I find it interesting, the timing as well, with Diwali, the Festival of Light, and then celebrating Kali today. And just, it's been coming to me all day today of, what is it? What is it we mean by darkness? What is it we mean by allowing ourselves to enter the shadow? What is it we mean by delving into those depths? And it's kind of really hard to put words to the vibration and the feeling of what the shadow is. I think words often have triggers for people, and words often bring certain connotations. So it's hard for me to give you an exactness. So if anything kind of feels a bit triggery for you, then please just try and excuse the words and go with what I'm trying to, the feeling that I'm trying to get across to you. Because for me, when we talk about looking into the shadows, what we're doing is we're looking at the things that are unseen. We're looking at the things that aren't necessarily something that we allow to be part of our everyday moments. The things that are going on in the background. And just by the definition of that, what that means is a lot of the things that we have been brought up to feel are socially unacceptable, they get put in the background. So then we kind of have this cluster of what is shadow, you know? And actually for me, shadow is something really beautiful. It's our strength. You know, our deepest depths are our deepest heights. And the deeper we can go, the higher we can go, the more we can expand, the stronger we can be. But of course what happens is, because we've kind of thrown quite a few things back there, which are all the things that we feel are unacceptable, when it comes to kind of delving into those depths, delving into that energy, delving into the strength, and as I'm speaking, my goodness, I can feel it's such a strong day today, it really is. The energy that's coming in with that is so beautiful and so loving and so deep and so strong. It's completely the opposite of anything that we need to be scared of. And yet at the same time, of course, what we're doing is we're bringing forward things that maybe we have put to the back for a reason. Maybe we've put them to the back because we're a little bit nervous of certain truths, what that will mean for us in our lives. Maybe we've put them to the back because we're worried about how someone else might perceive us if we were to be honest about the truth of who we are. Maybe we've put them to the back because we're worried about our own self-judgment of how we feel about certain feelings that we have, certain desires, certain fantasies, certain emotions. So for me today, what this new moon is about, and I've been feeling into it so deeply all day, it is about loving and accepting every single tiny piece of ourselves. There is absolutely no need to hide anything. Everything that we are is love. Everything that we are is creation, and everything that we are is perfection. So within that, I just want to say that I am not advocating that we all act out our feelings and emotions on other people. I'm just going to put that in there so that just to get clarity of what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it's about allowing ourselves to admit who we are, admit our emotions, admit our trauma, admit our thoughts, admit our anger, admit our fantasies, whatever they might be, and allow them in the sense of us feeling them. Because when we do, what we do is we surrender to the wisdom of our bodies. We surrender to the wisdom of our emotions. And they take us places that is so far beyond and so beautiful in comparison to what our mind can imagine. It's kind of impossible for me to put in words. So sorry, that turned out to be quite a long introduction, but I felt like it's obviously quite important to say in terms of today, because I feel we are going into those deep shadow energies. And I do think it's important that we kind of consider what that means and what that means for us as individuals. And just to be aware as well that, you know, what I do here is I open up the doorways as such. And you can go through as far or as little as you want to. There's no pressure. You're in total control. We're just going to deepen in, and as I'm talking, we're deepening in, and I can feel the energies coming in, and it's okay. So Rohini has said, and I'm just going to announce it, that actually if there's anything that comes up for you guys during the session, you can just put it onto chat and she will answer for you. I tend to kind of switch off from the computer side of things so that I can really delve into the energies. So with that, I would invite you all to get comfortable, to close your eyes, to turn the lights down if you want to. And I will invite you all back at the end of the session. If you'd like to turn your videos off, you're welcome. If you want to keep them on, you're welcome. Whatever and however you feel comfortable. So just inviting you to really relax into your bodies. Watch your breath as it enters your body. Watch your breath as you exhale. Bring your awareness to the base of your body. And as I said before, you guys actually entered this space, a container was set up for us to have a space where we're completely safe to relax. We're completely protected. If you like, imagine another container around you in your room as your individual self, just offering that extra layer of protection and safety. And remembering that the new moon is about new beginnings. And why is it so important that we get in contact with the depths of how we're feeling in order to have new beginnings? Because it's the depths of our feelings that hold our real truth. And it's only when we really, really know our deepest truths that we're in a space to do the things we need to in life in order to honor ourselves. So just inviting you to bring your energy down to the base of your body. So maybe just take your hands and place them at the base of your body, in your root chakra, on your hips. Bring your awareness down. Bring your awareness to your hip sockets. And think about how the top of the thigh bone sits within the hip socket. So often what happens when we think about the shadow or the depths, we can think of quite strong emotions. We can think of anger. We can think of fire. We can think of that strength. But often what's hidden within the shadows is vulnerability. Vulnerability is something in our society that we struggle to deal with. Almost from the moment we're born, we're being told how to be strong, how to put something to one side. How to conquer our fears. And often, we haven't been taught how to hold ourselves with love within our vulnerability. To not only hold ourselves, but to honor that vulnerability. And the other thing that maybe we haven't been taught is how it's so important for us to go at the speed of our most vulnerable part. So often our most vulnerable part gets put to one side so that we can move forward in life. And it's almost like sometimes we're scared to embrace the most vulnerable side of us, because if we do, then maybe we won't move forward. So just for this session, let's see if we can put that notion to one side. and say to ourselves that this session is for the most vulnerable part of us. This session is an opportunity for you to truly listen to how you're feeling. Going to do your best to not judge yourself. Do your best to not be concerned of what the outcome will be. Often when we start to feel a particular feeling, we get scared of where it's going to lead us, and so therefore we stop that feeling coming. So the invitation is to tell yourself, to tell your heart, to tell your most vulnerable area of you that this is for them. This is about giving yourself permission to be the truth of who you are. You'll do your best to listen, you'll do your best to honor, and you'll do your best to go at the speed of your most vulnerable. And it might help some of you to visualize yourself in terms of maybe a vulnerable side to you. Sometimes it's our inner child. Sometimes it's a particular event that's happened to us. Sometimes it's a particular feeling, whatever works for you in terms of how to tune in with that. It might be that you're feeling a particular sensation in your body. It might be that you can literally see yourself. So let's just start with sending as much love as we can possibly muster. Spirit's here with us, holding us. And when I say Spirit, feel free to choose whatever offers you the deepest connection. If you want to connect deeply with Mother Earth, then connect with her. If you want to connect with any of the dark goddesses, any of the archetypes, connecting with their pain as well as their strength, connecting with their stories and their hardship as well as their strength. If you want to connect in with particular animals, particular power animals, if you want to feel the elements by your side, whatever feels right for you, to feel the safety of the love. Oh, beautiful, everybody. Oh my goodness, I wish I could put into words what I'm feeling right now. And just thank yourselves for being so brave. You're all showing up energetically. It's just so, with so much truth. I'd just like to really honor all of you. I'm just inviting you to take that sweet, vulnerable energy from your heart and very, very gently offer it the opportunity to travel down your body, down through the spine to the base of your body. Oh. Really lovely, everybody. And imagine that energy from the base of your body. It's holding the vulnerability. Allow that to go out to your hips. And let's gently take that down from the hips through the thigh bones. Go very, very gently down to the knees and pause at the knees. Beautiful, everyone. It's so lovely to feel the amount of honoring of self that is currently going on. Then from our knees, let's take that down through the shins and the calves, through the ankles, to the feet. To the soles of your feet and each of your toes. I think often what can happen when we're looking at the hidden emotions and things as well is, anger is a strong emotion. It gets seen very easily. We notice it very easily. Our vulnerability can tend to really, really hide in the background. And it's a softer energy. And often our vulnerable side is the high side that holds that real nervousness about delving into the depths, about engaging with our anger, for example. About engaging with the truth of maybe sometimes where our fantasies might lead us, or certain thought processes. So if you're tuning in with that vulnerable side of you, whether it be in the process of an inner child or in the process of feeling that vulnerability in your body, just again reassuring that that part of you is just as important as any other part of you. It's so important that that part of you feels safe as we go deeper. And just ask that part of you to give you a signal if anything feels uncomfortable. So it might be that you get a particular voice in your head. It might be that you have a particular tension in your body. It might be that you have a particular visual, but just give and surrender over the power for that part of you to signal to you if at any point he or she feels unsafe. And then, of course, the process will be that you pause. The process will be that you honor that part of yourself and do your best to connect with that part of yourself. If he or she needs a hug, then you give them a hug. If he or she needs a hand placed on a certain part of your body, then that's what you can do. If he or she needs you to sit up instead of lying down, you can do that, whatever it feels is right for you. And if any of you are struggling to connect in with these parts of yourself as I'm speaking, then please try and just relax into it and know that this is a process of learning. Some of us have been dealing and working with our inner selves and our inner feelings for a very long time, and it's very easy to connect. For others, it's very new, and we just need to be patient. We need to keep trying. We need to keep offering connection. And I promise you, at some point, when you're least expecting it, it will come. So it feels like there's so many different emotions and feelings going around the group. And how beautiful each and every one of them is. So if you are feeling something in particular, just do your best to not change it, just to allow it to be. Surrender to it, allow its wisdom to come through, allow its journey to end by itself without your mind taking control. Know that you're held and that you're loved. And know that also this is all at your own speed. So if at any moment you feel you need to pause, change position, breathe deeply, move, whatever it is that comes to you, allow yourself, allow that wisdom that you hold to take the lead. If you feel you just want to hug a pillow right now and allow yourself to cry, then let that happen. If you feel you want to punch a pillow, then allow that to happen. Whatever is happening for you, let it be okay. If you want to use your imagination to do these things while you remain still, use your imagination. If you feel you want to communicate with a part of you more deeply or try and understand what's behind the emotion, then try and do so by allowing, by validating everything that you're feeling and thinking, and then also asking for some more information. If you're finding it hard to understand, then maybe you're not quite ready to fully understand. Maybe just send a prayer or ask Spirit to guide you and to help you and support you. Sending you all so much love and so many blessings. And sometimes this process is just a process of allowing our deepest, darkest thoughts to go on their journey and end by themselves, rather than, again, us using our mind to control them. And then sometimes when we allow that journey and we get to the end of it, it's like, well, you know what? It wasn't that bad. Maybe when you allow the journey, you discover lots of things on the way. So we're just trying to use our minds to help us focus, to bring consciousness to ourselves. But we're surrendering to the emotions and the feelings and the imagination that we hold and the wisdom that we hold. And each time I use sound, it's an opportunity for you to take that sound and use it with your own energy and your own imagination, and allow it to take you wherever you're being led. Knowing that you're held, knowing that you're loved, knowing that Spirit is so strongly here with us. We have such a tendency as human beings to want to fix things. And actually, it's the very masculine way of being. If there's something wrong, then you do something, you action something, you do something to put it right. But of course, the feminine way is being. The feminine way is knowing that the magic and the strength exists in simply allowing. So just be aware of that in yourself today. If certain things have come into your consciousness, how you might be in the back of your mind thinking, oh, when I get off this session, I can do this or that, or I'm going to write a list of this, or I'm going to do that, or this is how I'm going to resolve this. And of course, sometimes to put something in action is a very appropriate response to discovering something about yourself or discovering a need. But often there is also the other response of just allowing, just being. If, for example, you felt extreme anger about something, doesn't mean you need to do anything. You can just have allowed it. Allowed the signal of the anger. It's there to protect us. It's there to honor us. It's there to demonstrate our own self-love. If you've had a certain thought process or certain fantasies, again, we don't have to action them. We can just allow them. Maybe it gives you a greater sense of freedom to just allow. And maybe as a new beginning, part of this new beginning could be the process of allowing. And as I'm speaking, when I think about that, I think about the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and actually the roles that both of us, or both of them have, and that we have both the masculine and feminine within us. And I've always loved an explanation that was given to me about the divine masculine being the banks of the river that are solid and show the direction, and the feminine being the water that's flowing through it and just being allowed to flow at whatever speed she feels she needs. And she can splash up against the edges, and the bank of the river will just hold strong. She'll go back down. Or maybe at certain times that river might flow and gently erode away at the banks of the river. Either way, there's not really an action happening, it's just everyone being. The banks of the river are trusting that the water knows how to flow. The water is trusting that the banks of the river are there to guide. And when the water builds up speed and becomes ferocious, there's never any attempt to pretend otherwise or to try and hide it. In fact, just saying it seems completely ludicrous. But that's what we can do to ourselves. That's sadly what many societal norms have fed us. That if we have certain feelings, we're wrong, we're hysterical. So I'd like to invite you all to just, if it's not there already, place a hand on your own heart and just give yourself the deepest bow of love and gratitude for your courageousness today. As I say, for me, it has been an incredible honor to work with you all and feel the level of truth that you've all allowed in this space. I genuinely hope that you have gained an essence of the feeling of freedom when we honor every part of ourselves, the vulnerable parts, the dark parts, whatever that word actually means. If you can imagine us all in a group, just spread around the world. Imagine us all spread around in a circle around the circumference of the earth. just holding each other's hands and just honoring each other for what we've all done today, for what we've all brought today. Every single person has contributed to this healing with their unique and beautiful divine energy. Whatever emotion, feeling, thought you have had going on for you has contributed to this field. And if any of you have had any difficulty focusing, please don't be concerned. This is today about honoring every part of ourselves. And just that process of honoring is what helps us all to love and move to that place of real love. Let's thank Mother Earth, let's thank the elements, let's thank all the spirits of love and light and power and service. Let's thank the Dark Goddess, let's thank the moon, Scorpio, all the planets and their alignment right now to bring us to this space. And when you're ready, just gently begin to move your fingers and your toes, keeping your eyes shut for now if possible. You might want to roll onto your side. And when you're ready, just gently bring yourself up to a sitting position. And again, when you're ready, just rub your hands together. And place them over your eyes before opening your eyes and bringing yourself back round. And I know it's often very, very hard at this moment. But if any of you would like to turn your screen on or say hello or give me a little wave or give some feedback, this is a time that we do really, really cherish everything that you have to say and offer. Oh, somebody's just written a very beautiful message. I'm never quite sure whether these are on open chat or just personally to me, and I don't want to, it's kind of say things that somebody meant as a private message, but it was basically just explaining the amount of tears that have come through reliving an experience, and I would just like to honour the person that has done that. It's not an easy thing to do. If you need any more support, then please feel free to get in contact. This work is not about us staying in trauma. This work is about us bringing love to the trauma and staying in love. And so if any of you do find yourselves with this work that we're doing, that you get stuck in any particular place, then please, please reach out for help, because that is not what we're trying to do here. We're not trying to add layers of trauma. We're trying to bring it up and feel safe and feel warm and feel loved and allow yourselves to grow through that. So I just want to add that in there. So if any of you would like to speak, you're very welcome. I think Rahini is generally on the case of unmuting. If any of you would like to raise a hand, you're welcome. I'm just going to flick through the screen so I can get an idea of you all. It's nice to see all your lovely faces. Hi, Sanchi. It's always beautiful to have you on. So Rohini, are you with us? I hope she's okay through the experience. We always forget that we're kind of half working and half half experiencing, and Rohini gets to experience it all and then has to come back and hold space for us. So she's in an even different position to me.
I'm very much here. I'm very much, yes, holding the space. I'm so glad everyone has come back, I hope, to this land. We really traveled. Thank you, Natalie. That was, I think, one of the most powerful sessions I've ever experienced with you. And we've done a few now together. So
Yeah.
thank you so much.
Oh,
We'll have this recording available.
Oh, I just lost you a little bit.
Within the next 24 hours.
Okay, I'm not sure if that's just me, but Rohini
Listen
turned into a little bit of a Dalek on me. I think she has
to
for everybody. So
the
maybe I'm going to speak. I,
text.
I, I'm imagining some of the things that she wants to be saying, which is thanking you all, and also that there will be a replay out of this, and it is something that you can re-listen to. Also, if you find at any moment, often as you're going through life, you kind of feel certain feelings come up, it's a really beautiful time to just say, okay, give myself some time, I'll go and sit down, I'll have a re-listen to the replay and allow those things to come through for you. Also wanted to say, we've all been working very hard here, myself and Evolved Beings, in bringing you guys some recorded healing sessions, and they will be going on sale this week. We have, in honor of this new moon, they're dealing with fear, they're dealing with anxiety, they're dealing with a lot of the deeper feelings and emotions that we have. And then next month, I am going to be releasing another one that's about moving into love and expansion. So just wanted to let you all know about that. And I think there'll be some communication coming through to let you know how you can get hold of them. So Rohini, I don't know if there's anything else that I have not mentioned that you'd like me to say. I don't know if you're back on now in terms of your Dalekness.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm struggling a little bit with the connection here. I hope you can hear me. I think you covered it. I think we should just let everyone disconnect and really enjoy what they experienced and have a beautiful Sunday. I hope it's
Absolutely.
filled
Yeah.
with more things that are focused on your well-being and your self-love.
Oh, thank you, Rohini. Sending love to you all. Thanks as always, and hope to see you again next month, if not before. Okay. Happy new moon.
Happy new moon. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Bye.